who serves children from age 5 through 16. DREAM is an acronym that stands for Dramatically Reaching Everyone's Artistic Mentality, which is reflected in today's piece, Words from a Small Voice, which incorporates DREAM's adult actors. Let's take a journey back in time to the years of Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights March. In a time of social injustice and unrest, racism, the power of the press and the power of the people can rise against oppression. Celebrating today with singing, acting, and dance. DREAM Studios, after-school conservatory, and adult theater programs under the artistic direction of Benjamin Smith, who is the executive director. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, DREAM Studios. And while DREAM is coming to the stage, we would like to acknowledge the great band, the house band. Billy Arnold on drums, Jimmy Dags on bass, and Steve Donovan on piano. Ladies and gentlemen, the house band today, give it up for them. In addition to some of the dignitaries, we also have Barbara Gresham, school committee person. Let's give her a round of applause. Barbara Gresham, thank you.
Let's also give another round of applause because while you were waiting to come in, who saw the Wax Museum? The young people who were lined up as you came in? Yeah, let's give a hand for them as well. Those wax performers, they represented several of the people who are fundamental in our history, including Carol Mae Jemison, Fannie Lou Hamer, Maya Angelou, our own Ruth Loving, Sojourner Truth, Michelle Obama, as well as Ben Swan. And those young people came together and they learned about the people as well as learned about some of their accomplishments. So just in case you didn't get a chance to see them, I'm sure you'll have another opportunity to see them throughout the city doing other things as well. So let's give them a hand. So we have a minute and another opportunity to acknowledge some very special people who are in our audience this morning. Tim Allen, City Councilman Tim Allen. Jean DeLiso of the MLK Board. Sophie Jeffrey, and she also is on the MLK Board as well. On the MLK Board, Michael Arst. Sorry. Miguel Arst. And Betsy Lawford of the MLK Board as well. I apologize in advance if I just butchered your name. I understand how that feels. So again, it looks like they're about ready for the Dream Studios.
I am dark song sung by the faceless shadows. No tune, no pitch, moaning in the darkness from the past, waiting to see the light of day. Harmonies broken, spirits taken, the will to exist challenged. Melodies sing of unmelodic tunes. Orchestras of babies crying for their mamas. Solo of despair, echoed by unharmonious things. Souls born hollow, longing to be filled. Forgotten songs never to be sung by the congregation. I am the song sung by the African ancestor. I am the song sung by the slave. I am the song sung by the sharecropper. And we are the song sung by free men.
Is almost gone. Guide my feet, Lord. Take, Lord, please hold my hand. Take my hand. Precious. And lead me.
And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know the names that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, 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 oh, glory.
Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against, yes, glorious destined. Every day women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots be on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Oh,
Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the League of Justice, his power was the people. The enemy is legal, a king became legal. Conversation Jim Crow under a raw ego. The biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. Sing, our music is the cuts that we breathe through. Somewhere in the dream we had an epiphany. Now we write
Round of applause again, ladies and gentlemen, for Green Studios. Under the direction of
Choir. Now, the Springfield Mass Choir is newly formed. It's a gospel choir comprised of members who represent 27 different congregations throughout the greater Springfield area, as well as the greater Hartford communities as well. This group is also comprised of many communities with great singers and some of the local churches represented. They're under the direction of Elder Terrence J. Haynes of Springfield, a Springfield native, who's been involved in the choir since he was a young child, growing up at Springfield's Third Baptist Church. Springfield is truly blessed to have this anointed group with us this morning. So let's give them a hand. The Springfield Mass Choir.
I got to say, Alicia, that the Springfield Mass Choir, they had their debut this past Saturday. We had a great performance by the Springfield Mass Choir. Brand new. Let's give them another round of applause.
y'all strong with us. Way to go, way to go. Good job, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, the work of the Homer, the song that we just heard, was written, also performed, ladies and gentlemen, by Miss Vanessa Ford. This particular song was Great Jehovah International Christmas Day through Amazon.com and iTunes. So let's give them another round of applause. The Great Jehovah by Miss Vanessa Ford. Thank you so much.
You know what, and I'd also like to reiterate, Andrew, the power of music throughout the civil rights movement, and we can never reiterate that enough, how much gospel music played a tremendous part of the civil rights movement.
Absolutely.
And even before that, spiritual. So that's a part of the history. When you talk the civil rights movement, you have to talk gospel music and the power of the Black church.
All right, thank you very much. Our next performer, ladies and gentlemen, Hector Toledo Jr. is the winner of the 2014 Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated oratorical competition. Hector Toledo Jr. is a freshman at the University of Massachusetts, Boston, double majoring in theater arts and English. He lives there with aspirations to become an actor and to live out his lifelong dream of being an actor who can also be a positive role model for Latinos. He is a Springfield Renaissance School alum and was the vice president of the class, as well as a leader for 4 other clubs. During his senior year of high school, he entered the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity's oratorical and won first place. And because of this, he is allowed to stand before you today and read this speech about how people can help the plight of Black and Latino males by being your brother's keeper. He's very thankful for this opportunity and hopes that his speech will inspire and keep the dream of Dr. King alive, as well as give an honorable remembrance to such a great man. He would like to thank his family and Ron Johnson for all of the support and opportunities they have given him. Ladies and gentlemen, Hector Toledo Jr.
What does it mean to be brown? Does it mean being a part of the 40% of Americans who live below the poverty line? Does it mean having a 1 in 3 chance of seeing the inside of a jail cell? No, it does not. Did you know that it costs over $167,000 to keep an inmate in prison per year and only not $39,000 to send a student to Harvard annually? I would like to be that Harvard student. With the previous percentage in mind, what does that say about the systems that are in place and their priorities? It tells me that those systems would much rather remain in the status quo by sending men of color to prison rather than to college. As the son of a man of color, I have heard the stories of coming to this country with not only bright smiles and brown skin, but a different language too. Stories about prejudices found not only on the factory floor, but in the boardroom as well. I would like to tell you a story that my father told me about his cousin, who had great aspirations and dreams of owning a successful business in the community. But then came the day he had a run-in with the police. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong skin color. Since that day, my father's cousin has been in and out of prison for over 20 years, and he now says that he feels more at home behind bars than he does with his own family. Isn't that a shame? What does a man have to go through to have his dreams broken by a system that should be helping him achieve them? Growing up in an urban environment with brown skin and a Hispanic name, I have had plenty of opportunity to see and experience the disadvantages that American men of color have to face in the modern day. For me, it started in a school system where students of color were routinely subjected to lower expectations by a teaching staff that doesn't look like them. There is a disconnection between them because of a difference in life experiences that does not allow them to empathize with the students of color, which leads them to either have lower expectations of those children or to believe that negative stereotypes about them are true. In my observations and readings, I have found that 55% of men of color do not graduate from high school. I have another story I would like to share about my friend Lewis, who unfortunately became yet another member to this statistic. Lewis was one of my best friends in the start of high school, and he had a dream of owning a theater studio in Springfield, in which he could teach the children the skills of acting and public speaking so that they because he knew how important those skills are in the community. But junior year rolls around and Lewis comes to me and tells me that his grades were slipping, and he was getting worried about his future. I told him not to worry, and I would help him find a tutor so he could stay on the path to getting his diploma. Then, on the first day of senior year, Lewis is nowhere to be found. So I call him to make sure everything is all right. And he sadly informs me that he has had to drop out of high school because he was not going to have enough credits to graduate, and had taken another path of education to get his GED. The last time I heard from Lewis was about 3 months ago, where he informed me that he was going down to Florida to live with his aunt because she had a job for him to do. I think of situations like the one my friend Lewis got caught in, and it makes me think about what the community can do, or what solutions I can come up with to try and prevent things like this from happening. I think of things like college essay writing competitions where scholarship money is the prize, SAT prep classes in every high school so that our students can be better prepared for the exam, or even college application classes ensuring that students will get all of the proper support that is needed in one of the toughest choices they will have to make in their lives. But first, let us park that thought and look at things on a more personal level, the level of friendships and family units. Families have to change the conversation at the dinner table into parents being more concerned and alert to how their children are carrying themselves in school, not only on an academic and extracurricular level, but also on a level of respect. Then, once those personal standards are in place, the children can take the tools their parents have given them and apply them to their own friends by changing the conversation from what girl has the tightest jeans to what colleges are offering the most scholarships. Thus, making the idea of a better community for lives of our youth. Students entering their freshman year are not yet prepared for the academic rigor, thus resulting in a disproportionate number of students of color help each other to achieve greatness. Then we can change the ideals that society has on men of color. I would like to ask all of you to join me in making this very beneficial change happen for not only our students, but our educational system as well. Thank you.
My brother's keeper, Hector Toledo. One more round of applause for this young man who once again represents the power of the spoken word. As students who on our program, we're very pleased to present the Martin Luther King Jr. Charter School. Now, let's give a round of applause already for them as they're getting ready to come up. Because young people always need our encouragement, right? Exactly. Well, the Martin Luther King Jr. Family Services, they of course are behind the MLK Charter School. They fully embrace the vision of the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the beloved community. As a multicultural and multi-service agency dedicated to being keepers of the dream, we nurture and empower the aspirations of individuals, families, and youth to achieve new realities of peace, social and economic justice, self-determination, self-actualization, and self-sufficiency. That's the MLK Junior Family Services Incorporated. Now, these young people are coming up. They're very, very excited. And we're excited for them, aren't we? As was stated earlier, that the young people who are representing the MLK Charter School of Excellence, of course, they're an elementary school here in the city of Springfield. They opened their doors in 2006 to 180 students from kindergarten to the 2nd grade. They've since grown full enrollment, where they educate 360 of our city youth, grades K through 5. So the MLK Charter School of Excellence, they of course are fully committed to bringing high standards to our urban students and closing the education and achievement gap. The heart of the school's mission is encapsulated in a quote from the man we celebrate today, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and it reads, "Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education." Again, intelligence plus character is the goal of true education. They'll be singing this afternoon if I can help somebody, and they'll be accompanied and directed by their music teacher, Mr. Carlton Martin, the MLK Charter School of Excellence. I'd say that's pretty much the spirit of the movement. If I can help somebody, and if the youth of today who are singing this song can actually live that out, if I can help somebody imagine the wonderful places we will go as a community. Can you agree with that? All right, once again, another hand for the MLK Charter School.
And as we continue on with our program this afternoon, Celebration Music College, Community Music School, and the Springfield Public Middle School is proud to present our community partnership program, Celebration Music College. It is led by Lene Delanis. 7 Springfield Middle Schools, Forest Park, Lene Montessori, STEM Academy, Duncan Middle School, Kennedy Middle School, and Chestnut Talented and Gifted Middle School, and Veritas Prep Charter, a part of a weekly in-school instrumental music program, grant funded by the Mass Mutual and the Mass Cultural Council STARS program. Celebration Music College program focuses on 6th to 8th grade students who receive free violin, viola, and cello instructions once a week or after school, as well as an instruction in a variety of band instruments. Approximately 200 students will participate in the Celebration Music program this year. And for many today, ladies and gentlemen, this is their first time performing. Students have been preparing many weeks for today's Dr. King celebration as they present their interpretation of Alicia Keys' We Are Here. Leading this community youth presentation, again, is Yulina Yalanis. She is director of the Celebration Music College and joined by the Community Music School of Springfield String City Orchestra.
Now, we'd like to thank, also recognize the Springfield Middle School principals who also have supported this partnership. You know, music being taken out of school is always a wonderful thing to partner so that the children can get musical education. Very, very important, including Principal Michael Colony at Duggan, Principal Tara Clark at Cincinnati, Principal Ryan Kelly at Kennedy Middle School, as well as Principal Kevin Lally at STEM, Principal Colleen O'Connor at Chestnut, Talented and Gifted, Principal Thomas Maza at Forest Park, as well as, Rachel Romano at Veritas Prep Charter, and Julie Jeremy, Director of Visual and Performing Arts, Springfield Public Schools. They all collaborated to help make this possible. Sonita Musica is a reality in Springfield.
Let's give all the principals a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Our very, very active sponsoring organizations, the Community Music School of Springfield. We're proud to put together a collection of people who are all interested in music of different ages, backgrounds, socioeconomic statuses, and it's all to make music a reality here in the greater Springfield area. The Community Music School of Springfield serves over 1,000 students weekly in lessons and school partnerships, and 65% of students receive some type of financial aid. We also have here in the audience, of course, the board chair of Community Music School of Springfield, and if she doesn't mind standing up, Jean DeLisa. Are you all enjoying yourselves so far?
Had a great time? Great entertainment? Absolutely. For those parents out there who would like to get their children involved in Dream Studios, they can do that by going to www.dreamgala.org for more information if you'd like to get involved in a dance curriculum.
It's also a great time to recognize the very hardworking young ladies over there at the podium who are making sure that this program is accessible to all, including those that have hearing impairments.
Irene E. and George A. Davis Foundations, Healing Racism Institute,
Of course, New England Public Radio,
Hamden Bank,
the Gandara Center,
and the Community Foundation of Western Mass,
and Target.
and Target.
Otherwise known to some people as Target. So I think the music represented and the activities that we've seen thus far, they pretty much represent everything that has been part of recognizing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his life and legacy, collaborating together,
We're keeping the dream alive.
keeping the dream alive.
Absolutely.
they keep coming.
Another round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is amazing to see what can happen when you bring our young people together. The mayor and State Representative Swan and I were just saying that at least 3 levels, we know we can achieve success. When parents are having conversations, important conversations at home, like Hector talked about, all right? That they're supporting the school, they're supporting their child, because that's why you see 350 young people. You can't see all the ones back here, but 350 people on stage, collaborating with the community music school, providing leadership and creative guidance. We made this happen. So just imagine if we're talking about academic performance, if we're talking about social engagement, if we're talking about being a good citizen, that if we can hit it at 3 levels, at home, at school, and community, we get an outcome that might sound like this, right? As the choir's gathering, I just have a few acknowledgments, and then we have a charge. And I'm proud to be able to deliver that in part with Dora Robinson on today. But I would like for you to join me in giving our MCs a round of applause. Andrew and Alicia, their second year with us, are doing an incredible job. The partnership that I represent, and I really want to make sure you all understand that, invited by the Martin Luther King Family Center, we've been in conjunction for now 3 years with the Community Music School of Springfield and Dream Studios. This year with the addition, that's where we are. And this year the inclusion of the United Way really has a foursome. We've been able to deliver what you've experienced here today. I want to thank the Mason Square Drug Free Coalition. Many of you had the opportunity to be able to see the young people who participated in that as they did the Wax Museum honoring icons from our community. The Springfield Mass Choir, the Spring City Orchestra, Dream Studios, Hector Toledo Jr., the MLK Charter School of Excellence, Sonita Musica, Springfield Middle Schools, and the many parents, volunteers, and supporters who have made today possible. The house band, led by Billy Arnold, Jimmy Daggs, Steve Donovan, and our interpreters for today. Thank you for your time. I mentioned that an important part of our event today is about a call to action. Wanting you and the young people engaged here to understand that we can do more than be entertained, but that we can walk away from this place inspired to perhaps act differently in some way and really carry forward the true legacy that Dr. King and the vision that he had for our communities. Dora Robinson, the President and CEO of the Community United Way, is going to come forward and talk to you about the opportunities that exist through the United Way. And then I will come back and just bring a charge for the day
And we've got this beautiful string music that the young people are playing in the background. You're going to hear the old refrain of "Someday We Shall Overcome." And we'll close it out with a really big rendition of the more contemporary version that is sung in churches across the community these days, "We Shall Overcome," to the up-tempo. Dora Robinson.
Good afternoon. I wish you could see what I can see right now from this podium. I mean, it is a beautiful, beautiful scene. It's overwhelming, it's so magnificent. So I want you all to give yourselves a round of applause. It's outstanding. Now, there are times when I'm reminded of my own life. I grew up as a child of the 60s. I'm a child of the Civil Rights Movement. And so I know Dr. King's story well. But every year when I'm preparing to talk about his legacy, I find something new. So I want to talk a little bit about my work at the United Way and a little bit about the opportunities that you have to make a difference. And so now is the time to make a difference. Dr. King, one of his famous quotes, he said, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" I'm going to ask that question once again. What are you doing for others? Because we're not here just simply to celebrate Dr. King's legacy, but I challenge you to live his legacy. There's a difference of just coming out and reflecting. It's another thing to do. So if you truly appreciate his life and his sacrifice, then you will live his legacy, which means you will be in service. There are many opportunities out there throughout the region, so it doesn't matter what talent you have, because you all have gifts and talents. And so whether it's an hour, a week, whether it's a day, whether it's a month, whether it's serving as a mentor, whether it's reading to children, there are many, many opportunities. Just to list a few, the United Way is involved with the Mass Mentoring Program. We have 26,000 children in the public school system. Imagine that half of them, more than half of them, need mentors. So can we meet a challenge of recruiting 13,000 mentors? Well, come September, you all are going to have an opportunity to meet that challenge, because we're joining with Mass Mentoring to recruit 13,000 mentors or more. Just get ready for that. We need coaches on the weekend, basketball, football, wrestling. We need young men and women in the lives of our children. We need individuals that will lead a scout troop and share their gifts. We need volunteers for the Springfield School Volunteers. Again, 26,000 youngsters. Won't you find an hour to go in and read or do something in an after-school program? Big Brothers, Big Sisters, one of their major challenges is they have more children than mentors. Every year they're out there looking for individuals to find time and space to offer a youngster a helping hand. Local Boys and Girls Clubs, links to library, Habitat. If you got building skills, we need people to participate in Springfield Rebuild, helping to renovate and make repairs in our communities. Habitat for Humanities, building homes for individuals and families. And then of course our local churches are always looking for volunteers. So I'm going to end my comments by saying this has been quite an honor for me to represent the United Way of Pioneer Valley, which is all of you. And one of our platforms is Live United. So living united means giving, advocating, and more importantly today, volunteering. So we invite you, we challenge you as a community, as a region, to live united. We have a table downstairs. You can visit our website because we make it real easy for you to find a special place to give. So I'm going to end with another quote from Dr. King. Dr. King said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love." And so I end and I thank you for coming out. I want a special acknowledgement of my good friend, community leader, and colleague, Ron Johnson and his entire team. Community Music School, Dream Studio, and all of the sponsors, and all of you, God bless.
Charge of the day. In every era, God has chosen men and women to serve the needs of his people. Such a servant was the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose birth we celebrate today. We are deeply thankful for the life of this 20th century prophet. May the words and spirit of Martin Luther King Jr. rekindle our faith. May the deep love that Dr. King had for all people be released in us, that we might too find miracles in the lives of those who continue to hate. Dr. King taught that only love can overcome hatred, bitterness, and fear. May his struggle for social transformation continue in this generation and with these young people. May all people come to believe that with perseverance, we shall overcome. But let justice roll down like water and righteousness like an overflowing stream. May the work of Dr. King continue to eradicate social injustice and its ungodly consequences. Dr. King pursued his dream of racial equality by appealing to the consciousness of his enemies. He taught us that a heart full of grace and love is just as important as an education. May the spirit of Dr. King continue to flow through our daily lives and living. He believed in self-respect and dignity, even though he knew there would be difficult days ahead. May we have the courage of Dr. King as we continue to stand up for justice, reconciliation, truth, despite the challenge and the controversy of today. Dr. King said that war is never a victory, regardless of its outcome. May there be transformation in the hearts of mankind that causes the current fury of violence in our streets to vanish from the landscape of our communities. Dr. King went to the mountaintop. He saw the promised land, and he reassured us that one day we will get there too. I encourage you all to take the time for reflection. There's so many parents today with so many children. Go and find a place where you can maybe grab something to eat, take them out, or go home and prepare a meal. But reflect on what occurred here today, the words that were shared, the spirit that is in this place. And I believe that when something like this happens in our community, that the self-esteem of the community comes up in a very positive way. So again, Dora spoke to the need to give yourselves a round of applause. You have heard the charge, and thank you for your support, your participation, and for sharing your beautiful children and sharing your hearts with us on today. Thank you very much.
If you're able, all over this room, if you're able to stand up and lock hands and lock arms with your neighbor, and we can fill in the aisles and just make one unified group together as we sing, "We Shall Overcome." Don't be afraid, come in and fill this space. Mark, come on up here. Let's lock arms all together, even if you don't know each other. Introduce yourselves. We're all brothers and sisters.
Isn't it?
shows. Let's give them all a round of applause. And our sponsors of today, Bay-State Health, Mass Mutual Center, Springfield Cultural Council, New England Public Radio, Community Foundation of Western Mass, Hamden Bank, RAE and George A. Davis Foundation's Human Racism Institute, Mandara Center, and Target. The Springfield Cultural Council is a local agency supported by the Massachusetts Cultural Council. Thanks to all of our sponsors today.
And thank you to our greeters and ushers, St. John's Congregational Church, the Springfield Police Department Honor Guard, the Color Guard, Boy Scouts Troop 35, Mass Interpreters providing our sign language, and the Charles Mikey Gridley Scholarship Jazz Ensemble, who gave us our amazing people show. Thank you so much for coming.
Again, thanks to our musicians, our trumpeter and trombonists. Thank you so very much for all the great music of today. The great celebration of Dr. King. The dream lives on. Again, my thanks to the Mass Mutual Center, the man who is a silent engineer, Billy Martin. Thank you, Billy.
Follow Miss Susan.
I'm working with the Pioneer Group. I'm in the Mass Mutual building downtown. I'd love to be able to chat with you one day and share with you some of the good things we did in Jacksonville.
Well, I hope you bring some warm weather up here.
Oh man, my wife just sent back with 72 degrees.
Pero quizás se fue atrás de mami porque ella iba para abajo, entonces casi como United Way of Pioneer Valley. Yes, I want you to stay at school too. It's never too late to learn. So funny. It's been forever. Good to see you. So I'm going to just come.
I'm pretty sure they called you. Yeah? Busy, I see. You boarded somebody. It's been a lot more trouble. It's actually right about now.
I'll share with people, okay? I have 3 free snacks.
It could be any denomination that they would like, okay? But we just want you to know that we have those opportunities, okay? And feel free to make copies, and if you have any questions, my information is right there. You can send me a text or give me a call. This is during the Springfield Public School vacation code that they want to go, right? Thank you very much.
Have a good night. Later.
This man's gonna get your picture. Slow down. Back up.
Just because you was hiding.
Huh?
Just because you was hiding.
No, stop. No, stop it. Cámara, que te veo. Me está tirando fotos, pues yo estoy aquí. Ahí está, pero ahí está, pero ahí está.